Hey, what's going on, guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. Well, guys, I hope you guys had a very, very Merry Christmas. I know I did. As promised, I was going to be starting doing videos again just right after Christmas. Had a really busy time in those, first like couple days before, and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to focus on time with my family and not focus on the YouTube channel or anything. And I think I really needed that. It was a good, relaxing little vacation, I guess you can call it, from YouTube. But anyways, I guess you guys can see I got a new shelf. And because I was running out of room and stuff started piling on my floor. And so I got that. If you guys are interested in the link to these shelves, I'll link those down below in the description. You guys can pick up. They're awesome physical media shelves. I highly, highly recommend them. Easy to put together. And yeah, but anyways, guys, so like I said in my last video, now that Christmas is over and we are on our final stretch of the year 2024, and I'm really going to be diving headfirst into like my favorite labels of the year, releases of the year. I have a whole list of stuff that I want to do, and I was going to put them all in one video, but I figured, that would just make the video way too long. So we're going to cut them up in a few different ones. And the very last one, right before the end of the year, is I'm going to be doing Label of the Year, which for my pick. So that'll be a fun one to do. But anyways, guys, today we are going to be talking about mainly the big four, I think, and talk about my top 3 favorite releases from each of those labels. So guys, if you enjoy these kind of videos, of course, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, and of course, hit that bell notification so you're notified anytime I post any of these videos so you can stay up to date with what I'm doing. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So the 4 labels we're going to be talking about today, of course, like I said, kind of the big 4. One of them is not as big, but this year they've really been doing amazing stuff. So we're talking about Arrow, Second Sight, Scream Factory, and Umbrella. And so those 4 labels, I'm going to be going over my top 3 favorite out of those labels that came out this year in 2024. There's going to be no real order to the labels or no real order to the releases in each label. Just going to kind of talk through them and just kind of go ahead and talk through them. So let's go ahead. We'll just start since it's closest to me right here on my desk. We're going to go over Umbrella. Now, that's the label that I had talked about that this year they seem to really just shine. And they have a really big 2025 coming up. Some of the releases they have that I cannot wait to get. You've got announcements like Hardware, Daybreakers, all those 2 really in particular I cannot wait for. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about these 3 right here that I went ahead and picked. The first one, not a lot of people's, I think, favorite. I had talked about this in a boutique battle I did with Mega Mike the Movie Man and a whole panel of a bunch of other content creators. And I picked this one out, and this is obviously one of my favorite releases for the year with Umbrella. It's a Blu-ray release, and we have got Intruder. The reason I picked this is I think this has the whole package. Literally, the packaging for this is amazing. You got, like I talked about in that boutique battle, but you've got these that look like almost magazine clippings for a supermarket. The back, thank you for stocking with us. He's slashing more than just prices down there. I mean, just the little things throughout this are amazing. You have got a very cool slipcover on the back. Walnut Lake Market, half off, best meat in town. Another little kind of coupon looking thing. And one of the things that really set this apart, and there's a few releases that Umbrella did this year that had something like this, but you get a replica copy of this issue of Gore Zone, which was mainly surrounded around the movie Intruder. So that is awesome. I thought that was so cool. Of course, you get your regular booklet and stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely loved this movie. Nice. It's campy, cheesy. You've got the Raimi brothers in it. What's not to like? A lot of ties to Evil Dead with this. So that's one of my top 3 from Umbrella this year is Intruder. The next one I'm going to be talking about, the ever so controversial one, Malcolm McDowell. I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about when I say that, but we have got Caligula. One of the multitude of massive bricks of a release they had for this year. This thing gives you everything. You've got a hardback book. You have got the screenplay, the script. You have got amazing art cards, the movie, and then you have a magazine, which I'm not going to pull out and show you, but this is amazing. I think it was 5 cuts of the movie you get. So you get everything that has ever come out with the first Caligula, because there are other ones, but if you want that one, you have to go over to Severn. And that one's really cool. It comes with the coin and everything in it. My buddy Chris, he showed me that, bearded film guy. But anyways, what Umbrella did for this is amazing. They really knocked it out of the park, and it's just beautiful. The kind of marble box it comes with. I really prefer this, and I wish this would have been the front cover, but I still enjoy this. This is great. So that's another one of my favorites from Umbrella this year, Caligula. Now, this last one, like I said, these aren't ranked by any means. A lot of you guys are thinking I'm going to pull out Super Mario Brothers, which normally I would, but I'm not with this one. And the only reason is because I unfortunately was not able to get the Trust the Fungus one. I think that's the definitive one to get. So I just have the 1-Up, which I'm not complaining is an amazing, amazing release. But that's why I didn't put Super Mario Brothers in this list. But the last one I'm going to pick from Umbrella this year, this is a lot of people's favorites and one of mine, but I've got to go with House LLC. Now, again, this isn't the complete collection. I know it says when it got announced, it was, but you got the really cool lenticular on the front. You got all 3 of the clowns. You got all 4 movies, House LLC. You got House, the Abaddon Hotel, House Lake of Fire, and House Origins, the Carmichael Manor. You also get a really nice booklet with this. Hardback book right here. So this is really amazing. You've got with the first House LLC, you get both cuts in the movie. The other ones, I don't know if there's director's cuts and regular cuts or not, but this release was phenomenal. Absolutely so happy that I got this. Another one of the big kind of brick releases of the year. The other one was Super Mario Brothers, but yeah, I'm gonna go with House LLC, the complete collection. So guys, those are all kind of the releases from Umbrella that are my personal favorites for the year. Next, we're going to move on to Second Sight. This is actually one of my favorite labels. And I'll save that one to the side. But one of my favorite releases for this year, I actually just recently got this, and it's a Martin Scorsese film, and this was amazing. It looked beautiful. Such a good movie. It was actually Robert De Niro's first movie with Martin Scorsese, and just a good East Coast gangster crime movie. It's just hits you all in the right places. But we've got Mean Streets. Again, this is another one of those all around that I just love. The movie, the special features, the different stuff that comes with it, the art cards, the box itself. I mean, it's got the whole package. It looks amazing. Love this movie. I'm happy I was able to pick it up. I didn't pick this up when it first came out. I actually just got this not too long ago, and I'm, I wish I wouldn't have waited as long, but I'm glad I got this in. This quickly made it to the very top, or at least the top 3 of my list for Second Sight for this year. But we've got Mean Streets. All right, guys, this next one, I think this is probably going to be on the top of a lot of people's list from Second Sight this year. This was promised to us. I don't remember how many years ago it was. And we almost thought it just was a lost cause was going to come out, and then they just dropped it. We're releasing it. And the thing with Second Sight is I felt when they announced this, I thought, as long as you guys made us wait, you guys really better deliver, because if you don't deliver and you made us wait this long, that's not going to look good for you guys. But I'll tell you, they delivered, and they just knocked it out of the park. It's beautiful, and I love the theming they did. Well, we're talking about Hitcher, but I love the theming they've got going on with this with Rutger Hauer right there. And I heard someone say, I can't remember who said it, one of the guys I watch on YouTube, but he was saying how this feels more like The Hitcher aesthetically, right? With the blue and the orange and the reds and stuff, feels more like it fits The Hitcher than the standard traditional poster art that you got. That one didn't feel like the movie. This just aesthetically fits it perfect. As far as everything that it comes with, I mean, this is another one of those ones with Second Sight. If you love quality of the releases, the special features, and they just pick fantastic movies. This is, you can't beat. I mean, look how thick that hardcover book is right there. Awesome stuff. You actually get 2 books. You get, this is another one. You get the screenplay, and you also get your standard booklet that comes with just about every Second Sight release. And definitely, if you can, watch the movie, of course, watch the special features, and then kind of skim through the booklet as you watch it again, because there's so much information. You're going to get a whole another level of appreciation for these movies. Anyways, there you guys go. There's one of my favorite releases for the year from Second Sight. We've got The Hitcher. All right, guys. And the last one I'm going to grab for this, I have preached this release so many times till I'm blue in the face. And unfortunately, you can't get this right now. They're not releasing them. And they're going astronomically high on eBay right now. But guys, please wait for this release. But we're talking about the Blair Witch Project. Like I said, it's going astronomically high on eBay right now. People are just trying to cash it in because it's out of stock. From what I understand, Second Sight is just stopping all orders for this until they get through all of the replacement discs. But as far as I know, the replacement disc is for an audio issue just on, I want to say the theatrical version. I can't remember, but it's not on the version that I watched. I know that. But let me tell you, this is another one of those at Second Sight. They knocked it out of the park. This has one of the best documentaries I think I have ever seen for any film. It is on the second disc. It's a 2.5 hour long documentary with the directors and producers, writers, all that. And they go through everything, every question you could ever ask. They will answer it for you. You get Heather's journal in here, an exact replica from the movie. You do get a little a booklet right there, hardback book, and then, of course, your art cards, and then your movie. Excellent, excellent release. Of course, beautifully commissioned artwork from Second Sight. The restoration on this, it was like watching it for the first time. I love this movie, but you've got the Blair Witch Project from Second Sight. All right, guys, so we've gone through Umbrella. We did Second Sight. Let's go ahead and move on to Scream Factory. Now, with Scream Factory, I will say 2 of these was like, they were obvious to me that these were one of my favorites. For releases of this year, the third pick was kind of hard for me, but of ones that I own at least. But I went ahead and I'm going to start with one that wasn't overtly obvious to me right up front, but Poltergeist 2. Now, I know there wasn't really anything new that they added with this, unfortunately, but beautiful, beautiful transfer. And that's why I really picked this, is just because, the transfer was phenomenal in this. So this was kind of got there by just because it was better than the other releases of this year. Personally, that's what I think. But it's a great movie too. Can't beat it. One of the scariest characters of any scary movie I have ever seen since I was a kid. Scared me to death. But there we go. Poltergeist 2. The next one we are going to be talking about, and this steelbook also is, I think, one of the best steelbooks of the year. And that's a little sneak peek for another video a little later. But we have got Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Beautiful, beautiful movie. Beautiful, beautiful transfer from Scream Factory. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love the movie. It's a great intro into horror movies for young ones, I think. Just because, yes, it is technically a scary movie, but it's the writers and the actors, they have fun doing this, how they kind of kill the people. They put them in a cotton candy cocoon. Their spaceship is a big circus tent. It's a fun movie. It's not really scary at all. You just have a good time watching it. And, if you have a good OLED TV with your 4K, you're going to think this is a beautiful, beautifully shot movie, which it is. But like I said, the transfer colors just pop with all the reds, the yellows, the blues, greens, everything. Excellent release. Love this from Scream Factory. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This last one was the first one I thought of my favorite releases from Scream Factory for the year. It's a fairly newer release that came out, I want to say a month or two ago. It took me forever to get it. It got lost and it got like stuck in, I don't remember which state. It took forever, but we've got Hush. The reason I went ahead and picked this, a couple things. Special features you're going to get. This is jam-packed with stuff. This is a 4-disc set. You get the 4K, obviously. The Shushka is the way to watch it. I'm telling you that. It is in black and white, but there is no music. All it is like Foley music or Foley sounds, I guess. There, like if you were really there, you would not hear music, obviously, or stingers or anything like that. That's kind of what they had in mind when they brought out the Shushka, and I appreciate that so much. Another reason that this is one of my favorites is the importance of this release. This was originally on Netflix. A lot of you guys originally saw it on Netflix, and Netflix decided, you know what, we're not going to put this on a streaming service anymore, yet they still had the rights to it. And so no one could watch it. It was impossible to get. I mean, you can get them like through bootlegs and stuff, but I don't really count that. So Scream Factory was able to team up with Mike Flanagan and put out this amazing, amazing release from Scream Factory. So that's my next one, number 3 from Scream Factory for this year, Hush. All right, guys, and last week we're going to be talking about Arrow. I've got 3 here. One is kind of a cheat, to be honest with you, but I love that one that I say is a cheat, but you'll see why when I get to it. But the first one we're going to be talking about is Crimson Peak. Such an amazing, amazing job from Arrow Video. It looks like a book that opens up just like that. It gives the whole aesthetic like the movie has, kind of a fairy tale, to be honest with you. The beautiful, beautiful movie, visually speaking. Such a good job. And I love this packaging looking like a book. It does stick out. The spine does stick out a little more than, of course, my other Arrow box sets and stuff. So that kind of bugs me a little bit, but that's just me being nitpicky. I love this release. I thought it was such a good movie. Great gothic horror movie. Guillermo del Toro's amazing movie. Basically his version of the Haunted Mansion. And I'll tell you, if he was able to do this with Disney, with Haunted Mansion, it would have been amazing. But I still love this movie. So there you are, Crimson Peak. The next release is another one from Arrow, obviously. This really deserved a chunky box set because of the cult following with this movie. I think if they would have just pulled out all the stops with this, it would have sold even better than what it already did. But we're talking about Trick or Treat. This one is inside an amazing slip box that you can get from Blockbuster Box Sets. He is starting a new website on January 1st, and there's going to be a lot of new stuff on there. I'll go ahead and link that website down below for you guys to check out. Because right now his Etsy site, you can't get anything from there. So January 1st is when you want to jump on there and pick up any of these slip boxes, custom box sets you want. But anyways, that is this. So that is the custom box you can get with this, but fits this perfectly. And there you go. I opted for the Arrow Store exclusive that has the original artwork. That was my favorite. But of course you can always reverse the artwork for the case to the newly commissioned artwork. I thought this was an amazing release. Love this movie. I've heard it said, and I think it's a perfect description. If Halloween was a movie, it would be Trick or Treat. It's amazing. It's got a lot of brand new special features. Arrow Video did such a good job with this. It's hard to find a release that Arrow doesn't do a good job on, really. But there we go. We're talking about Trick or Treat. And last, this is the one that I said is kind of a cheat. And the only reason I say this is kind of a cheat, because it technically did release in the UK, I want to say last year. But this year it finally released here in the US. So that's why I'm going to put this on here. One of my favorite franchises, one of my favorite box sets. We've got the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment, the Pinhead version. I do have the Chatterer box set up there as well. As you can tell, is my favorite. I wanted to get both. But this thing, packaging is the reason you get this. And of course, the movie looks amazing. Special features are great. But it's pretty much the same thing you get with the Chatterer box set. I did do a review of the differences between the two, so I'll link that down below if you guys want to check that out. As you can see there, you got Pinhead, opens it up, you know, more of kind of like the anatomy of Pinhead, and it just keeps going. Look at that. Definitely one of my favorite releases. I'm going to save this year because technically a version of this did come out. Now, this is the UK one, but in my opinion, it came out this year, so I get to use it. And this is my last pick from Arrow for the year of 2024 from my favorite releases, Hellraiser Quartet of Torment. And guys, that's the video today. Those are my top 3 favorites of the, you could say the big 4 of the boutique labels, in my opinion, of the releases for this year. I have other favorite releases from other labels, but these are my favorites. We've had a great year of physical media, and I think 2025 is going to be even bigger. We've got a lot of awesome rumored titles to look forward to, and then some that have already been announced that I cannot wait for. So I'm really excited for 2025 to see what's ahead and everything. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, hit that bell notification so you're notified anytime I post any of these videos. And guys, that is all I have for you today. Of course, you all take care.